Okay, so it is currently 7:30 at night, but you know, we're just gonna roll with it. This is an introduction to a reading vlog. It is currently Monday. I have work all this week except Friday, thank God. But the books I'll be focusing on today, or not today, this week, are gonna be this book, A Little Life. I've been reading this since summer, since at least May or June, and okay, how far am I into it? Ooh. I am 637 pages into it, and it feels like it's never gonna stop. The writing style is good, but the trauma, it's a little hard to read sometimes. The other book I'm reading is, I took the dust jacket off because I don't like reading with it on. But if you can read that, it says The Hurricane Wars. And if you guys haven't heard about that one, it's basically Raylo fan fiction published. And as soon as I heard that, I was like, oh my god, I'm so down. Because if you're a Star Wars girly like I am, you don't like the sequels, but you did like the romance. Well, can you even really call it that? You did like the romance between Rey and Ben. But other than that, we'll just see how everything goes. I'm pretty busy throughout the week with work and volunteering, but I do have an interview tomorrow for an internship for my school because I am currently in college. So hopefully that goes well. It should, because I know what I'm doing. And yeah, I'm here to give you a little update on the Hurricane Wars. I am currently, I don't even know, how far am I into it? We'll never know. 132 pages into it. So far, well, first, hold on. Let me give you a little synopsis, if you will. Basically it follows this girl. I don't know how to say her name. I've been reading it as Taliesin, I think. I don't know. But anyway, follows her, and she basically has these powers, like light powers, that like no one else in this universe has. Like I think the enemy kingdom, the Night Kingdom, I don't remember. They basically wiped all these light people out, but she was one of the ones that got away because she was a baby at the time, I think. So this is 20 years later when she is a 20-year-old, and it's following her and the good people fighting against this kingdom that's taking over the rest of the continent. And it's basically her against Kylo Ren. His name's Alaric in this one, and he's the bad guy, but it's enemies to lovers. We love to see it. It's supposed to be slow burn. We love to see it. Slow burn is always chef's kiss, unless it's like too slow, then it's like speed it up a little bit, please. But that is my update. I don't even remember what was happening when I finished reading it. We'll figure it out. We're getting somewhere. 132 pages in. Can't remember what's happening. I do like it so far. The writing style it's something. The sentences are like 3 miles long. They just drag and you're like, can you end the sentence now? Or are we just gonna keep it going for the whole page? That's what it feels like. But other than that, the writing style is pretty good. Okay, so some good news. I just finished my interview at the place where I might be interning. It is a therapeutic riding place. I've been riding horses for 13 years. I have mental health issues, so horses have been a big part of my life. So the fact that this place uses horses to help children learn more social skills and just skills in general. The interview went well. And the girl said at the end of it that she would talk to the founder of the organization and then said, I'll check in with you closer to January about your availability. And I was like, oh, okay, sounds great. Thank you. So I guess that means that I got it. I don't know if it's 100%, but it's looking pretty good for me. So this is my little update for the day. I have not read a single page today. I've been busy being anxious over this interview to the point where I don't eat and I didn't drink anything either. So I don't know. I'm fine now. I've eaten now. It's like past 12 o'clock and I finally ate something. I've been up since like 7. Y'all, I did it. I finished this mother effing book. All 814 pages of it. I guess you could say I'm quite proud of myself. This is the longest book I've read all year. Probably the longest book. No, that's not true. Because it is very long. It's like over 1,000 pages, I think. Anyway, we're gonna talk about A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. Hope I didn't butcher that too much. I'm not gonna remember every little detail because, as I said before, I have been reading this since like May or June, so I don't remember all of it. I took a long hiatus from it since like July, and then like within the past week I've picked it back up and finished it. So anyway, so this is about a group of characters, with the main character being Jude. He is a very troubled person. He has gone through a lot of stuff, and he has a lot of issues that he struggles to cope with, and it basically follows his life and the lives of his friends, basically throughout their whole lives. So, I mean, obviously it's a long book. There's a lot to cover in it. It covers their pasts and the present. So, yeah, it was a lot. By the time I got to like here-ish, the thought process I had was that this is taking too long. There's no development in the character. The way he's thinking, even if I can somewhat relate to it to a degree, is getting annoying. Like, there is no progression in the character whatsoever throughout the entirety of the book. And while the book is written very well, I think this author writes very well. The way that they describe things is very fluid and almost flowery, I guess. But again, 814 pages to cover the span of someone's life, and it's like all trauma. I'm not gonna rate it on this video because I do have a Goodreads. I'm plugging myself, you know. I'll put that in the description if you want to follow me on there. If you want to go look and follow, that's fine. The reviews on there they're not great. Honestly, I just write a little blurb and like we're calling it good. And you know, that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about little life. So, I mean, pretty much all I said wrapped it up. I just wish it had been a little shorter. I did cry. I did cry a couple times. Just because I can kind of resonate with the main character and how he processes things and the way he views himself and how he thinks that others perceive him. Like, it's a big I don't want to be perceived moment for him. And I can relate to that. So, I find myself in a very traumatic character. Great. I have not read any of the Hurricane Wars. I'm kind of slacking on the reading. I did end up reading like over 100 pages of this though today. So that's pretty good because, you know, I've been busy with other things, work. Ugh, I hate my job. Hi. I haven't really been recording much. Been busy. But I have quite a few things to share with you today. It is currently Friday. I'm off of work today, thank the Lord. I have a little mini book haul that I need to do. I have an update on the Hurricane Wars, and I have a little blind box thing that I need to open. So I was like, do that on camera where everyone can see and experience it with me. But first, oh my god, I need to show you my shirt. Obi-Wan. And then it has all of him. I love Obi-Wan. He is my favorite character in Star Wars. I even have a tattoo of his lightsaber on my arm. So I'm representing all the Obi-Wan fans out there. Thank you. Anyway, let's get to the book haul. There is a used bookstore here in town. Actually, a couple. They all have the same name, but I'm not gonna say it because I think it's only where I live that this place exists. There's one closer to my house, but then they closed it and they moved to a new location, which is way bigger. Oh my god, it's like huge. There's like so many shelves everywhere. They also have like music stuff and video games and like movies and a kids section. They have all kinds of stuff there. It's a little crazy. Anyway, so I got New Moon. It is one of the club books that I have with my friend. It's literally just us two. It's not really even a book club. It's just me and her. And we read Twilight first, obviously. And now we're moving on to New Moon. Obviously, it's the second book. And then I also got Cujo. It's the Viking edition, and I have a bunch down there that you can't see because it's not in frame. All this edition, I think these are the first editions that were ever released. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know. I've only read so many Stephen King novels. Funny story, actually. My dad, when he was younger, they had a Saint Bernard, and I think he stayed in the backyard for the most part, and kids would throw rocks at him over the fence. And then one day he got out somehow, I don't remember how, and he got to one of these kids and I think like ripped his ear off, or was like really close to doing so. My dad had to like tackle the dog to the ground and like rip him away from the kid so he would stop. So that's like my Cujo story. Thanks, Dad, for that. Anyway, I'm gonna open this. It is, I don't know, it's Pokemon. I love Pokemon. And then these are some of the ones that you can get. If I got any, I would want this one or this one. I forgot his name, but he's really cute. And I love Rayquaza. Shoot. This has tape on it. Okay, back. It had tape on it, so I'm ripping the box. I'm like really good at this. Okay, so I got Piplup and Oshawott. This one's so cute, actually. They come on this little like underwater swing. I'm okay with that. I am a Cancer, so I'm a water sign, so this works for me. So yeah, I also got something for my friend. It's this Sanrio thing, and it comes with these ones. Focus. Okay, there we go. I hope she gets one of these because I feel like they match her, not aesthetic, but like who she is as a person. Anyway, I read like 100 pages of Hurricane Wars. Honestly, where it went, not the biggest fan. And you know, like, you know that thing in Enemies to Lovers where they're like, oh, there's just something about them and I can't stop thinking about them. That's what's happening in here. And I mean, they said it would be slow burn, and I'm halfway through, and I think this was supposed to be a series, and I'm not upset, I guess, but where it's going, I'm not like a huge fan of where it's going. But I guess like the author kind of had to do that because of the way the book is, like what's the plot of the book and stuff. Like how else would they interact and see each other? That's where I'm on that. Maybe I'll finish it soon. Oh, actually, I did want to talk about very briefly that even though I didn't mention it at the beginning of the vlog, I am going to be picking up Mockingjay, the third book of the Hunger Games series. I read The Hunger Games and Catching Fire earlier this year, and really enjoyed them. They were both 5 stars. Peeta has my heart. I don't know, like when I first read it, I was a Gale girly. But now, well, okay, also, I'm a little biased because in the movies, Josh Hutcherson, he may be 5'5", but he's 6 foot in my heart. He could throw me like he does the sacks of flour in the book, and I'd be like, thank you. Thank you for that. I thank you for that. I really, really appreciate that. Because, you know, it's what I deserve, right? But he wouldn't treat me wrong. Peeta. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to be reading Mockingjay. So, hi again. I forgot that I had these. I got them from the anime store that I got. The little figure that I got. So I was like, I'll put these on camera too. I love Pokemon, so can't go wrong with a little bit of cards. I can open this. I'm not expecting anything good. They're little Halloween packs, so like, what good is gonna come out of it? So I got Sinistea, Chandelure, and Driftblim. My coworker wanted this card so bad, and of course it's the first card I get. Let's see what's in number 2. Got a Lampent. That was really difficult to say. Houndoom. This one's a little shiny. And Murkrow. And last one. It'd be really cool if I got all different cards. That'd be like really convenient. Okay, I got Zubat. I couldn't tell what that was. Pikachu, even though he's not a ghost type, he's electric, but whatever. And Murkrow. I jinxed myself. Great. Great for me. And now we have come to the end of this reading vlog. It is currently Monday of the next week. Safe to say I only finished the one book. I only finished A Little Life. Did I talk about it? I guess I'll just briefly wrap it up. So, overall, the book was okay. The trauma was a lot, and the writing was really good. But 800 pages. It's too long, too traumatic, too, I don't know. I know that some people go through a lot of shit, you know. I want to say it's not believable, but some part of me is like, I don't know. We got these two. I am still in the middle of the Hurricane Wars. I'm about 416 pages in, so I have gotten a little farther in it than the last time I talked about it. You know, everything I said before, I take it back. The slow burn is happening. It's still a thing. The author did not do me wrong. I did her wrong. I didn't believe in her when I should have, and I take back everything I said. I had little faith, and now I have like all the faith in this book. I am, if you can tell, I am very close to the end. I'm liking where it's going now. I still don't really care for, I wouldn't even call it a twist, but I don't really care for how it's going. Even though, like before I said, how else would they have gotten together and interacted with each other? This beauty. I love The Hunger Games. It is one of the best series out there, and I can't believe it came out over 10 years ago. I think even before 2010, because the movies came out like 2012, right? I might be mistaken, but I don't have to know. Hunger Games, very good. A lot of people already know what it's about. It's about the Hunger Games, where children are forced to fight to the death with each other, and one comes out the victor, and it follows Katniss. This is the final book, and so far I'm about 115 pages in, I think, and Katniss is all kinds of messed up from all the things she's gone through. It's, oh, I feel really bad for her and PETA and everyone else that has been subjected to the torment that comes with the games. So yeah, I hope I can finish both of these in an upcoming reading vlog and then pick up some other books. I don't know. This is like the most I've read in a while. A lot of people could have easily finished these books within the span of a week, but because I am working, I'm in school, I volunteer at 2 different places, so a lot of my time goes to those things instead of reading. And by the time I get home from work, I don't really want to read. I want to laze around and watch YouTube and catch up on all the people I'm subscribed to. So I'm gonna make the decision to turn off screen time and add a little bit more reading time, and hopefully that'll stay, because I have the attention span of a goldfish and I usually can't sit still for very long, which is why I have a hard time reading. Not that reading is hard for me, it's pretty easy, but the sitting still and the only thing you can focus on is the book, and I don't like audiobooks. So I mean, I don't not like them, but I prefer reading the physical book to an audiobook. So I think I'll have to do like what people do with sprints, read for so long and then take like a 5-minute break, scroll on my phone, look at social media, maybe watch like 5 minutes of a YouTube video, and then get back to reading and just slowly increase that reading time. Yeah, if you got this far into the video, I would like you to leave, I think there's a dove emoji. I am not 100% sure, but if there is, leave the dove emoji for Mockingjay, even though they're completely different birds. But one's made up, so it's okay. And tell me some books that you have read recently or are currently reading. I would love to hear what you guys are into right now. Outros are my forte, so I guess I'll see you guys later.